Dude, Matt Walsh is the worst person in the world. And he was on Joe Rogan, you know. Joe Rogan did get him pretty good, but
I have not seen it yet.
he got actually pull up a clip. Joe definitely eviscerated him on a couple of points, but ultimately I think that's an L having that.
Yeah, because he's like, dude, I love what you have to say about trans people. It's so sick. All my friends are like, damn, dude, what is a woman for real?
Dude, what's a woman, bro?
Like he shit on him for like gay marriage, right? Like that's it.
Gay marriage. Well, also that which he definitely annihilated him on, but that's like so easy. But the one that I saw was Matt Walsh was like, "There's millions of prepubescent children getting puberty blockers." And Joe's like, really? Really?
What the fuck?
And then Jamie's like, actually, it's 1,000. It was very. Wait, what the fuck?
I'll just say this.
I'll just say this.
More? I talked about this before on my stream, but I'm soft launching it, but I'm hard launching it eventually. I think people who say like being trans is a mental illness have an unironic, undiagnosed mental illness called what I call turf brain. Like when you got trans on the mind. And it gets to a certain point where, like, it literally, you just live and breathe trans. Like, you are thinking about trans people and what they're fucking doing way more than trans people are.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that is the real mental illness.
You know, that's a good point. Matt Walsh, it's like his whole shtick.
Yeah.
He's, like, obsessed with trans
people. He, like, wants to fucking bomb children's hospitals because he's like, there's trans people there.
And the thing is, well, here.
They don't want.
So,
if a trans person stubs their fucking toe, and they get medical treatment, Matt Walsh is going to fucking hear about it, and he's going to talk about it on his stream, okay? He's going to direct his psychotic zealots to go and send mail bombs there or some shit for the crime of treating a trans person. And that's insane. Like, this is going to tie back into the election a little bit, and I'm going to, this is one of my favorite subjects to talk about now, is that, like, they went too far. Okay?
The pubs?
You're crazy.
Yeah.
You're too crazy.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to associate with like that level of crazy.
It's actually so refreshing because you know, I was feeling very bleak, very black-pilled because you see people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who was reelected, Lauren Boebert, who we'll see if she wins or not, but it's so fucking close. They're going to recount it. And a lot of these other super radical MAGA election-denying freaks are getting annihilated. And I think Trump really has become a bad omen for them.
I think they went too far, but it's not Donald Trump, as I always say. It's just the Republican Party. We can talk about it further. Let's watch this real quick. Let's watch this fucking psychopath.
Depends on what.
Yeah, Matt Walsh is an actual like hateful, bigoted, psychopathic freak.
Yeah, he's just like
Ben
looks like
Shapiro's
such a sweaty pervert too.
He's so disgusting.
He looks like, when I wear these glasses, he looks like me if I got bludgeoned in the face with a shovel and like lost my hairline completely.
Well, you know what they say. I've been absorbing his hairline for years. So
yeah, you absorb all of our enemies' hairlines.
And I took a little of yours too.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
Just collateral damage.
Please let me get it back, please.
Friendly fire.
I don't think we have exact numbers, but it's if we're talking about
you destroyed Joe.
I mean,
Joe is annihilated, bro.
I
sucked his
him.
soul like a goddamn
that
Mortal Kombat boss.
Shao Kahn.
Yeah, Shao Kahn. Thank you, AB. Thank you.
You're talking about hormone blockers.
Yeah.
Millions of kids have been on hormone blockers, really?
I'm sure someone's going to fact check me on that, but my guess is that we're into the millions now at this point. Yeah.
By the way, this clip starts like he had already confidently asserted there's millions of kids on puberty blockers.
And remember,
now he seems a little unsure.
He's the foremost authority.
Yeah, he made the documentary, What is a Woman? This guy lives and breathes for this shit.
Surprising that, Mr. I know everything about trans people. I have the directory. I have the documents. Is just so oblivious.
100% he watches trans porn.
Oh, without a doubt.
For research.
So many of these people are chasers. So many of these people fetishize trans people. And I think like that's where part of that hatred comes from, is literally like them not being comfortable with that within themselves, which is weird because like you'd be like a better person if you just gave up.
But he goes, it's their fault that I'm feeling this confused. They shouldn't exist. Anyway.
My guess. I can say for double mastectomies, I read a report recently that
No, you didn't.
There were over 1,000 done between 2016 and 2019.
Okay, he's actually being truthful in that one. 2016 to 2019, 3 years, there was 1,000 double mastectomies in a country of over 300 million people.
That's crazy. They should stop that.
Well, what's that expressed as a percentage? Like 0.000? Like how fucking minuscule is that?
It's fucked up. Also, infinitely higher success rate as far as like happiness in the aftermath of a gender affirming surgery in comparison to plastic surgery in general, which Matt Walsh does not give a shit about. You know, these motherfuckers don't care when you know their wives are getting bigger boobs, or when Ron DeSantis gets liposuction on his neck. Did you see that?
Did he do that?
I saw some TikTok about it, and I want to believe it.
That's awesome.
I know. My rule of thumb is like never believe anything on TikTok.
Was it a plastic surgeon? Like one of those people?
No, it was some. I don't know. I mean, maybe he looked like the dude who was talking was like. He looked like Giga Chad a little bit, so I was like, that made it more suspicious for me.
But anyway, let's work through this. We got so much to get to, Matt. Just fucking say your shit and let's move the fuck on, you freak ass.
I can't tell if you're talking to Matt or me right now.
No, I'm talking to Matt. Love you.
And when you compare that to how many were done between 2008 and 2015, it's a massive increase. And
it's so. I'm sorry, but it's like, yeah, bro, it's becoming more accepted. Stop. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Same thing happened.
I mean,
with being
that's the whole. That's their whole shtick.
Stupid. You know that though. You're such an idiot.
That's why he's relevant. Like that's the whole shtick. Is that he wants to stop it being normalized.
Stop it. We need to flatten the curve again. Actually, he wants to go back to reducing the amount of gay people. Anyways,
over 1,000 girls had gender affirming double mastectomies in that time frame.
And when you say girls, you're talking about prepubescent,
right? Minors, and that's just up until 2019, and then we know that there's been this exponential increase with all this stuff year over year. So it's
just imagine dedicating your whole life to something that happened 1,000 times over 3 years.
Well, I mean, it's the same old shtick. Like even the Utah governor was like, "Come on, guys, like we need to." Remember when the governor of Utah was like, "I'm not passing this fucking bill." There was in the history of Utah, there was one trans 12-year-old who attended a fucking swim meet, and you guys passed through the state legislature a bill banning trans people. Like, the fuck are you doing?
No,
and that's usually what it is. That's usually what it is. It's literally like maybe one trans girl that is like attended a swim meet in 1997. And these guys are like, yeah, we gotta make sure they're all dead.
Yo, this guy's based, bro. That's
no, he's not. Come on.
No, but like this is kind of dope that he stood up to this, bro.
I mean, it's nice that he did that. But like, don't come on, bro. He's the Utah governor.
This was a based move on his part.
You're out here fucking.
I really appreciate when I see people.
Oh, you found it. Abe Gurko won't be silent. Look at the TikTok on Discord.
Wait, hold on. Let's finish this vid. I can't. There's too much jumping around.
It's a lot. It's too many. Having this happen to one kid.
Too many. Just one is.
Look, if you're an
just
adult,
one makes what I'm doing worthwhile.
You understand who you are and what you are, and this is how you feel you should progress. You're an adult. This is a free country. You should be able to do whatever you want. But when you're talking,
what if you're a 6-year-old and you're suicidal, and that's the only way to prevent you?
I mean, these guys are so funny because like they make it seem like there's some titty doctor out there who's like, oh yeah, 16-year-old, come in, chop, like
the titty butcher.
Yeah, there's like, first of all, there's a tremendous amount of paperwork that you go through. Yeah. There's like medical evaluations, psych evaluations for adults. That is like doubled, tripled, quadrupled when it comes down to minors.
It's not allowed in minors except in like the most extreme.
Yeah, there's parental consent. There's like multiple avenues that you need to go down, and there's no bottom surgery whatsoever, only top. And even then, it's like super low numbers, and you can't do it for anyone under the age of 16 anyway. It's like 16 to 18 is what they are freaking out about.
I think there's more people getting struck by lightning than who are getting double mastectomies.
Probably
under 18.
Yeah, because like the number of trans
how many people are getting struck by lightning in America on a yearly basis? Genuinely.
The number of trans people is already low, right? I mean, like it's probably higher than we think because of shitheads like Matt Walsh. But this is
oh wait,
this is never going to be like this major mainstream thing. Like, you're just hyper focusing on some of the most marginalized people in society because you're a fucking
Making
freak.
their life like way
You're
harder.
a freak loser.
Yo, check this out. So in 2021, there was basically 80 lightning strikes recorded. So I mean, we're talking about 300 a year of double mastectomy. So it's pretty close. It's pretty close. I think we need to we need to do something about all these lightning strikes, bro.
No, we need to work on the lightning.
I want to intervene on that shit.
Lightning needs to start striking twice, motherfucker. What is this? Only 70, 80? Get those numbers up, Lightning.
I propose that we need to install metal poles every 100 yards across the whole country.
Come on, bro.
Jump scare warning.
Jesus.
All right, we're almost
Christ.
made it through one fucking clip.
About doing that to children, the fact that so many people are on board and so many people are angry. If you have, like, people are going to be angry at us that we're having these conversations.
Yeah.
But don't you?
And I also,
you know that's not that you're having the conversation. That's not why people are mad. You idiot.
Yeah, the conversation revolves around the doxing of trans individuals and also,
Lying,
instructions on how to send a letter bomb to children's hospitals in Boston. You know, that's just a conversation. Yeah, they don't do that, but yeah.
I mean, it's like having Hitler on, being like, or even Kanye West at this point, and being like, "Yeah, that's interesting what you're saying about the Jews. Let me see that red list again."
Now
they're gonna get angry that we're even discussing this.
I actually think that
now what?
That this shouldn't be happening to.
Here it is. Doesn't go sideways for him.
It's a very small number, if that's right.
It says over the last 5 years, there were at least 4,780 adolescents who started puberty blockers and had a prior gender dysphoria diagnosis.
Wait, that's gender. No, that's puberty blockers.
He said there was millions.
That's
a year.
not even fucking mastectomies.
No,
double
mastectomies. He
mastectomies.
said there's millions of people. So here.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
That would be a big undercounting.
Less than 1,000 people a year.
Yeah.
We got him.
Yeah, I mean, I would guess hundreds of thousands at this, but I could be wrong.
You could be wrong. You're the expert,
bro. What is it? Yo,
it sounds great.
Motherfucker should have asked, what is Google, bro? What is this?
You know what? Joe Rogan's a little fucking bitch for not like making that a bigger deal, right? Like he let him off the hook.
Look at his face.
So
no.
easy.
He likes it though. He's like, yeah, I
know, but he let him
got
off.
you.
But like the obvious follow up is like, you are the expert. You made a documentary. How do you not know that it
depends on what?
Yeah,
you know
which
what I mean?
he hyped, by the way. He was like, all of my friends love this documentary. They're always asking, what is a woman? It's like, you're a bitch, dude. You're a bitch, okay? It's just a self-report when you're like, all of my friends are like, what is a woman? Guess what, motherfucker? If all of your friends are asking, what is a woman, then you're probably going to be one of those people that thinks there's going to be a major fucking red wave, okay?
Red wave is coming.
That's the reason why he was like, oh, the red wave is coming. It's going to be like The Shining. Why? Because these guys have lost their minds. They're like, everyone's a gender sicko. You know, kids are fucking shitting and pissing in litter boxes.
Yeah.
At a certain point, when your brain is so fucking broken by like watching Matt Walsh and like watching all these fucking conservative freaks that, you know, the Norman adults in the suburbs and shit who are probably way more open-minded to LGBT stuff, given their proximity. You know what I mean? Because like there's always going to be, within the Gen Z, within the next generation, there's gay kids, there's trans kids, you know what I mean? They're like a lot more open to that sort of thing. So you're always going to have at least like one parent at the parent-teachers conference who's like, no, my kid is gay or my kid is trans. Like, shut the fuck up. That makes them infinitely more open-minded and not as hostile towards trans things as these guys are. So that's one element of it. And then the other side is like, you're constantly saying like, these guys are pedophiles, pedophile groomers. Like, well, you run into the anti-pedophile, like the pedo hunters. You run into the pedo hunters dynamic there, where like they're kind of weird too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about?
The guy who busted EDP is like a fucking super weirdo.
Yeah, it's like, yo, you're like really fucking really invested in this. Like it's kind of weird. Like you're constantly talking about pedophiles and shit. Like nobody wants to be around them.
I live and breathe pedophilia.
Yeah, nobody wants to be around someone who is like insanely cringe, lost the plot, sounds like the crazy person at the fucking subway station, regularly chirping about like trans people or how like all the teachers are fucking pedophile groomers. You know?
You know
That's
what?
what happened.
If you don't know what a woman is, just say the only correct answer. Just say, "Hey, I just got here."